Welcome back to EPIC44. I am Wax and joined by Shin, bringing you the third game for Counter-Strike 2 of the day. And Shin, welcome to EPIC welcome to Kettering, and welcome to Belfast versus Viperio Academy.
What a pleasure. I mean, first time at a LAN, let alone Epic. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Absolute pleasure. So thank you to Epic for reaching out. And this is going to be a banger game. I'm ready for it.
Absolutely. Both teams have already shown why they are very high in the seeds, 5 and 9th respectively, with 2 victories, barely dropping a few rounds in both of their matches. So now they're going to have to face each other, which means one of them will most likely lose, but not certainly. As we just saw previously, it could end up in a draw.
Yeah, exactly that. But there's a bit of history with these guys. They've been playing Div 1 UKIC, and 3 days ago, Belfast came out on top 13-9 on Mirage. So these guys looking to keep up that momentum. We'll see if Viperio can come back and maybe sneak one on LAN.
That's recent, 3 days ago, which means Viperio could have treated that defeat in 2 different ways. One of them being, you know what, let's just ban Mirage. Don't play it versus them. They've got us figured out. But 13-9, it wasn't a domination. 13-9, like, you know, you win 1 or 2 rounds here and there, it becomes way more even. 11-11, it's a completely different playing field. So maybe that could have been a different approach. Let's take them to Mirage. We know what we did wrong. Let's change it up. We're going to surprise them and beat them. But I'm not entirely sure how that's going to go. If you would have to give me a prediction before seeing the map, which one of these 2 teams would you take? The favorite or the underdog?
Well, I always like to pick the underdog. I don't think they treat me right a lot of the times for all the casting I've been doing. So just because of consistency, just how they've been playing, the results stacking up, I've got Belfast winning this. So Viperio, you got to prove me wrong. So I'm all for it.
It's online versus LAN as well, so I'm
true.
going to say that maybe there is a slight chance that Belfast as the favorites, if they start falling a few rounds behind, we might get a bit of jitters there, as you know, they are the favorites, they have been undefeated so far, and when you first face a defeat or when you start falling behind on LAN, it's up to how do you treat it. It's way different spirit, and a lot of these teams don't have that experience needed to get over a slump.
Yeah, no, I agree. It really is down to how you take those losses. And with BO1s, absolutely anything can happen. We've seen in the games earlier today, insane stuff coming out from individuals. We'll see what individuals step up today. Yes,
and Viperio, like we said, is seed 9. Of course, just reminding everybody at home the way our format works, the top 8 teams will make it to the first division upper bracket. So Viperio technically is a team that shouldn't make the upper bracket. But with a win versus someone seated higher than them, they would pretty much cementing that upper bracket spot.
Yeah, LAN can be the beginning of something for Viperio, so let's hope they start off strong. So a big upset like this will be very huge.
Well, let's not waste any more time, Shin. Let's get into the game and let's see what these 2 teams have prepared for their third game, and if Viperio can upset what we could consider the nemesis, and what a map we got.
I do love an Ancient. I do cast this quite a bit on Collegiate. It's kind of my home turf, so we'll see what the boys have in store for us today. Viperio starting on the T side, Belfast on the CT. What side do you prefer then?
Oh, I'm an old dog. I prefer CT on most maps, but I know that's not necessarily what the younger generation likes to go for.
CS2 is so T-sided that we'll see how they start out.
It has to be with the pistols as well. Like, the Glock is such a strong
don't even. It's absolutely ridiculous what anybody can do with it. But yeah, you got Shane with the smoke and molly, and that's pretty much it. Singular flash on Finui. Okay.
Double 5-7.
Double. No, that's a PTK, isn't it?
Well, we're about to see in a second. We got the dualies, actually. That's the dualies.
That's the dually. Okay, well, the more you know. All right.
Sensational. Only the best we've got for you, ladies and gentlemen. But it's a slow approach from Viperio. Only 1 player outside. Oh, F4 going towards Donut. And this is going to be, okay, Storm. We got Nong with the dualies waiting for them. Going to have to get first contact. And it's going to be Stop It, finding a couple. And Davey doubling up. Viperio only finds Nong and Shane, the lurk, last alive. Will have to win the dueling cave. But Dexy with the second pair of dualies finishes off the pistol round in style.
Can you hear some cheers coming out of Belfast over there? Yeah, lovely position set up from them on that A site, and the dualies just doing what they do, man, just chomping away at them. And that's a beautiful start. That's how you want to start a game, with the pistol round. We'll see if they can get the I've seen my fair share of Tech 9s and Mac 10s do their thing, so we can't completely count them out of this round.
It's impressive that we highlighted the Glocks, and they got 1 kill with the Glock. But speaking of highlighting a gun, as you nicely pointed at the screen, 5.
5 MP9s. Why wouldn't you at this point? Such a broken gun. The nerf is not going to stop this. And you got the rush coming in.
They're going for it, and everybody's blinded, but Stop It is the one to find the first two with Diva. Again, doubling up shades of the pistol round across the other side of the map. And Shane, yet again.
Once again, left alive, watching his teammates just fall running into that bomb site. Don't hopefully not traumatize him for him. Catch Nong looking the wrong way, but is that the most he's going to get? It absolutely is. Devi shut him out, and Belfast secured that conversion, which is going to be very huge for them. And here we go. We can see the absolute devastation that occurred moments ago.
That's sometimes you need to play with sunglasses, right? You gotta, dodge the flashes. You gotta try to see through it. But it was identical. Shane last alive, a single kill found for the T side, and now they're obviously gonna have to go for the full eco, which means 4 MP9s taken to this next round will be more than enough. Devi will actually purchase the M4A1.
Yeah, it's such a struggle for the T side when they don't get that bomb down in that first round. They're gonna be struggling here with the pistols for this round. Deagles though, we'll see if some individuals can step up. You got Shane and Minimal, the only ones with a kill so far, and they are evenly spread out. Dexy does get the first one to Shane, so Shane, you won't be the last one in this round, my friend. You'll have to watch from the sidelines.
Minimal already playing behind the smoke, as we've had Stop It take control of that entire portion of the map. Nong gonna find the first couple of kills for his troubles, as he was still is the only CT player to fall in the beginning of this map.
Yeah, like with the Glock, I mean, he's got the bomb on him. Smoke and a flash. Don't think that'll be enough to get onto a bomb site, especially with these roaming MP9s trying to farm some more cash. So, and yeah, Stop It's here waiting for Minimal. So this would have to be a nasty shot.
Yeah, this isn't happening.
No, it isn't. I don't believe.
Unless he gets the M4A. Well, no, he's not.
Well,
Unfortunate timing. Yeah. Devi comes around the corner, gets the kill, and now Lake. With the Glock, 1v5 and 45 seconds to burn. Maybe just talking with the rest of the squad. What are they going to do in the first gun round? As Stop It is the one to collect it with the MP9. And look at the cash reserve on Belfast Storm. Already, we got players up in 7,000 is Stop It. Repurchases some grenades. Yeah.
I think the main thing to look at, we got Viperio bringing out all the AKs. These MP9s carried over. This is their chance to get around on the board, but obviously we know the close nature of these guns.
Especially on the map like Ancient.
Yeah, I can expect them to do something quick. Maybe some mid control, maybe some B ramp pushes. Belfast, we'll see if they can try and snipe another round here. As Viperio, yeah, here we go. As I said, 3 MP9s, this time towards the A site.
Good HE.
Will Viperio be ready for it?
And Minimal gets one air shot with the AK-47 and the second. Doesn't even eat more than 12 damage. Still alive. There's another player infiltrating through mid. It's finished. Playing very, very deep, and he can hear the rotation. They've already lost the sight, though. That's going to be a nice swing from Shane. And at this point, you got to maybe go and save the M4A1, but you can also contest. Not like that.
Lovely
That's
flash.
A perfect pop flash, wasn't
Beautiful,
it?
beautiful. Yeah, I mean, with these MP9s carried over, as I said, they were going to have to do something quick to try and cancel out those AKs. So, you said they built up the money. They can probably get an AWP in here, get those M4s, get the nades stacked up, get back into the next round. Yup, next kill in for the smoke. Viperio secure the first round.
Good attempt at saving the A1, but with the lurk from the mid,
of course.
that wouldn't have happened.
Tricky.
Yeah, Stop It right away, drops the AWP to Nong, and pass it along is like getting it into the hands of Dexy. Where would you like to see him post up the big green?
Well, we'll see what spawn he has. He's here. He's going to throw the insta mid smoke here. I can see him doing something towards this A side, maybe a little post up towards that A main spot. But I want to see some movement with the AWP. I want to see him moving around the map, try and make it very difficult for Viperio to cancel him out. So he's going to post up early towards Donut here.
I don't see enough movement.
Not enough movement. I don't like this.
Playing behind the molly already. Shane is very close. He's going to wait for NCX to throw the molly, but now he gets smoked off, and this early potential attempt at taking the side doesn't happen, and you're completely abandoning this side. This is something we see more and more often with CT sides, just kind of allowing the Ts to take control and playing for post plant.
Yeah. We got a boost coming here towards the A site. Nong does get the first lovely kill from him, and now he's going to be bombarded with mollies.
Swings up.
Swings out.
fails, and the op misses the shot. Shane takes
Yeah.
control of Donut, and that's going to be Viperio Academy with the player advantage in the first proper gun round with the spray down.
Oh, he thinks him!
Almost gets Lake out, the bomb down, but gets planted, and now Lake repositions, joins up with the team, but Finui wants to take control. Is Devi finding the first one, and another flash. MGMT is completely isolated in the corner, but NCX on the lurk brings it back to a 2-2. Bomb down to half. Flash coming in, swing from the donut, but Devi wins another duel, and now NCX giving away his position. The CTs should be able to win this one, but they're trying to force NCX out, and what a swing from Devi that finds the third of the round.
Yeah, more cheers there from Belfast. Lovely round from them, great retake. I mean, I was going to talk about the AWP. Clearly, we didn't see it in action, but his teammates stepping up there for that retake, and that's huge on the CT side. I feel like Ancient nowadays, it's quite close, but I would say that T side is more favored. So getting these many rounds is going to help them when they swap over. So Viperio, you got to lock in a little bit here. They can, MGMT, it's going to go for the AWP here, so.
Interesting.
Interesting. We'll see what you can do with that.
There's no up for the CTs now.
No.
So maybe getting a tempo if he has a good spawn. I'm trying to see where he is second in
Boost
line.
it up maybe.
Let's see. They've seen that they have been giving away B main control quite early. Taking control, gets the angle. Oh,
that was
had
a chance. Shane's still walking up though.
Devi is so hungry,
Devi's
going
ready
for it. Okay, finds the opening. Traded right away by the AWP player, but look at Dexy. Can he get anything? The answer is no, as Minimal takes his head off. And
Stop it all alone here. He's kind of surrounded. You got Lake towards
You should
Shelf
save.
here.
You should
save. Okay, Lake.
Second
What a
air
shot.
and now Stop It is still in cave. Wants to get the duel, but next Will had the headshot first, and now the save commences. I think Belfast wanted to save, but when we got the kill in mid, they're like, oh, let's test the waters, losing another player. But that means Belfast Storm, despite being 4 rounds in already, their money is gone somehow.
Welcome to the CT side, my friend. It's always going to be rough building up the money there. You can have a string of rounds with, 2 or 3 players surviving, but just one round, can cost you your entire finances. And you got Dexy, Stop It, both on 1400. So we'll have to see these 2 AKs do some damage into this next round.
The AWP will get carried over for MGMT, who did manage to get that trade to open up the site. But now we're having a full investment to the best of their ability. We got a FAMAS for Dexy, and Stop It might have another one on the ground, going to pick it up as we speak. Looking at the scoreline, someone already on 10 kills. It's Devi himself that got, I believe, 2 triple kills so far in the first 6 rounds.
He has been doing very well at the start of this game, and Viperio not looking to stop one bit here. And there's actually no one on this A site to contest this. So this is just this is free real estate for them.
A lot of utility being used here. So let's see if they have what it takes to reinvest it once the bomb gets down. We'll try to look for some bullets to connect. They do have 2 saved AK-47s.
Indeed they do. They've got some retake util to play with. Not towards Donut. Just going to try and maybe pull a bit of a distraction play for his teammates, take some attention off them. But this all posted on Temple. Does catch it.
Still gets it somehow.
And Lake gets his first. And you got Minimal, just ego pushing the smoke. Finui, just got to save at this point. Nong maybe looking for some exits, but he's got to get out of there soon. Doesn't want to get caught in that bomb radius.
Great round for Viperio. That since they've started playing with actual guns, very nice.
Very nice, very nice. I like to see this fast style of Counter-Strike. I'm quite used to it. Watching Collegiate, it very much is like that, just fast-paced, in your face, see what you can do. And right there, you see, he's quite lucky. They caught timing, no one on the bomb site, and that's another round on the board, so they're edging closer to that scoreline,
Like you mentioned, it's very important to rack up as many of these as possible on your T side. And now, looking at playing only versus an AK and a bunch of USPs, you should probably look at drawing this to a 4-4 with racking up more and more stacks in your economy. And it feels like the beginning portion of this map has been completely reversed. As we were talking about Belfast Storm a few moments ago, oh, they're cruising, they got the money. Well, Viperio is now in the lead.
Exactly. And we got them on this round, pretty much playing bodyguard for this AK on Finui. This 5 stack towards the B site. Lake is going to be the first to see what goes on here. He actually gets caught out on the timing. Lovely flash there. Devi gets it, and you see that's the cue. Viperio, no, there's a stack on that B side, on that A side. Sorry, boom. I mean on that B side. What am I even saying?
On
They
the other
take out that
side,
A side. On the other side, you know, I don't like my alphabets.
miss a shot that's going to enable Finny to keep the player advantage, but minimal. And CX continuing
Damage.
to get him one by one. Yeah, very
Minimal
low
on
on HP.
20.
But there's no utility to retake.
Actually just decided to swing into the... okay.
Question marks in the chat.
Question marks.
And look at
Stop it on the flank.
Minimal is trying to find someone on the flank. They're freezing for a second. MGMT will get
This
the kill
timing.
first. Very good.
Wasn't ready
as
for it.
Dexy might catch MGMT by surprise. They've cleared that position multiple
Oh, I
times,
like
but
this.
they're going all the way to B as Dexy shows his face, P250. I think you should fight him. You should not allow him to pick up a gun.
Yeah, well, I guess with minimal and low HP, they're not trying to risk it, so Dexy will be able to pick up this AK.
You can
That
even
smoke.
say he has minimal HP.
I like that. I like that wordplay, man.
He's going to save the
Oh,
off.
he actually gets to pick up the op, so that's even better. So
yeah, that's why I'm saying maybe you should try to take the fight there, not allow Belfast Storm to save the big AWP. A good round, very good for an eco. Let's be honest. There
Very
was
good.
1 AK and 4 USBs.
I do question the swing into CT. I suppose they were trying to make it a bit more comfortable before they got the bomb down, but you can see now Dexy will be able to save this orb. But I think right now what Viperio care about is just getting more rounds on the board. So I think they'll be willing to sacrifice an orb on their side for Belfast. But as long as they start maybe, you know, tying it up now and start building up a lead, I think that's what they care about more.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I'm not talking about the Viperio not being able to repurchase an AWP, but I think Belfast would have not.
Yeah, no.
Had not saving this one, like looking at the finances
money,
right
yeah.
now. So let's see. It's going to be the first round when both sides are going to have the uppers online. Dexy had it earlier, but
a little head-to-head.
MGMT didn't. So also an MP9 there for Devi.
Yeah, sacrificing it for the util, but then again, MP9's so good. He's just going to have to play some close angle here.
Probably Cave, I suppose.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, look at mid. 4 CTs taking control
Yeah.
completely over the mid portion of the map.
This is good early control from them.
NCX is about to try to catch someone. It's a 1-for-1. They're trying to find a second, but
Oy,
Nong
oy, oy.
doubles up. And it's still 3 versus 3. That means it's a T advantage. Look at the aggressor. Shane. He could have a perfect timing here. Stop it. He's
gone for the
infiltrated the smoke. They're walking past each other, but Shane will get it. And now Devi with the MP9 of a Cave player. He needs to stay alive. He needs to find someone. He's going to swing in and get the AWP. And the bomb!
Down!
That's massive. Has to molly off and buying
pick
enough
up that
time.
ult as
Nong
well.
is there. They're pushing the molly. They're all low. They're
Oy!
dying to the fire. Lake takes the bomb and has to run away. Only 16 HP.
He's had a slow start to this game, but he's actually... Oh. He's faked it.
It's the correct read.
Oh! Mastermind. Nong has fallen for it.
It's going to be a free plant.
Free plan.
Unless Lake overthinks it again. It's going to get it down. Nong will hear it
Yep.
and will start retreating. One bullet would get the job done. Lake versus Nong. Lake already has a very
What a peek.
uncomfortable position. In a 1 versus 1, Nong finds the headshot, wallbang, and wins the round for his squad. Now going to pick up the AWP, and Belfast finally break the streak that Viperio was racking up.
Yeah, very good job there from Nong. I guess the only, the only good thing from that is they got the bomb down, so a bit more money to work with. You got MGMT on 3,700, but his teammates will be able to drop him over. Be able to see this funny moment here. Great timing there from Shane. Stop it. Where are you looking? Looking the complete wrong way. And Belfast back in the lead.
Lovely, lovely catch there from our observer. Stop it!
Hello!
Indeed. That's my
I like... Oh, I'm sad now.
depression.
Oh, man. I love seeing the next sun.
So do I.
In Cave, it's such a good gun to have in that position.
We
But
need more fun.
Yeah.
I also like Nong with the fake M4A4 HAL
I do
build.
like that. Yeah, no.
He actually has the name. It's actually called HAL. I love it. As we are looking at what is going to be an arguably way slower round than what we've been used to for the first 9.
Yeah, Shane's early in Cave here. But he's got minimal. Blocked out by that smoke. T's are just lurking around.
Just staring at each other. Shane.
Oh, the timing. There it is. Shane activates, but Devi cancels that out. Minimal pushing through back into a man advantage. I say that. Nong cancels it out. And Minimal's just going crazy on this B site. CT's nowhere to be seen. The bomb will go down. And Molly Do they even go for this? It's a bit risky.
2 versus 3. Let's see the confidence. Pop Flash comes in, swing
beautiful.
right away, and Minimal gets this third. Finally falls to Dexy. He's got to switch to an M4A4. He wants to go for the clutch. This is your moment to shine. He has a flash, but the players are very separated. That was not the...
Yeah, risky.
He kind of partially flashed himself. We saw
Yeah,
him
I
covering
did
his
it.
eyes. Yeah.
Little flashbang dance.
But good attempt. Sometimes these are the moments where you gotta show us you've got the confidence. And honestly, saving just one gun into the next wouldn't have done much of a difference because the rest of the team was already very poor.
Yeah, I mean, it's EPIC line. It's time to make it your moment. So I can respect them going for it. But if we're looking at it from an outside perspective, you can see the damage it's done to their, economy. Stuck on 2K. They'll have to save for the final round.
And even then, they will not have enough.
Yeah, exactly. So, I do respect them going for it. But we already seen them do some damage on Eco, so we'll see if they can do it again.
But Minimal is aware of it. He picks up the MAC-10. He wants to go and farm some of them with the rapid-fire SMG. At the same time, we have to highlight Devi up to 14 kills.
Having a very good game.
They're getting on site. They spot the boost. They kill the player. NCX 1-2 late with the third. MGMT finds one with the AWP, and it's going to be the 5-7 of Finui, trying to find at least one T and maybe run away with a rifle. It's going to be Minimal with the MAC-10 swing. That was not even a headshot, and he just died.
No, it wasn't. But it is a MAC-10. Run and gun. Spray and pray. It's what you do. Yeah, we get to see the pistols fall once again. Lovely job from NCX and Lake, all chiming in there. And honestly, decent little comeback there from Viperio.
Absolutely.
We got 6-5 half so far. Close game. It's what we expected a bit,
This is one of the reasons why I am, and this is going to be a very controversial opinion, I'm not a fan of MR12. That's why I prefer MR15, because the first 3 rounds that Belfast got were based on the pistol, right?
Yeah, it's that new system. And
Oh,
here we
stop
go.
it.
Minimal.
Continues to press W.
And he
with
just upgrades.
MAC-10, picks up the M4, but no, he's not going to expect this. Dexy, very nice, aware of the range of the smoke, swings, gets the kill, but look at the HP advantage for the CTs.
Yeah, Devi with a MP9 as well. Will Long be caught out? Absolutely not, but MGMT, lovely shot. Quick reactions from him. And this A site is open as Finui phasing the smoke. Catches nobody.
Gonna have to be a retake.
It will be another retake. They got decent util Viperio to shut out this attempt. Oh, yeah, they favored this B site Belfast.
They're not even
nobody
suspecting it.
Exactly.
Look at him, giving him all the space to clear Donut, and now the smokes and mollies will come through. You will hear the sound cues, the rotations will commence. A couple of mollies maybe used slightly too early.
A little bit too early. They've only got 2 flashes now, but we've seen their flashes actually go pretty well, so we'll see if they can set each other up. As we got 2 players towards Temple. He's got to win this.
He does
It
not.
not.
As
There we
Lake
go.
and Shane find one of their own. MGMT with the final nail in the coffin. 7-5 of Viperio from being down 4-1 with the lead at the halftime.
Yeah, that's what you want on that T side. So I did say that, but scoreline's very close. This next pistol round pretty much decides everything. So we'll see what they have in store for us.
I wonder why do we have pictures for only one team and the other not?
I know, maybe they're just special. They get special treatment.
They're models.
Yeah, clearly.
Absolutely.
I want to touch on that MR15 thing.
Yes.
I think when CS2 did switch over, it did kind of hurt my heart a little bit seeing that go. But I'm 50-50 on it because I do like it as it's a bit more quicker. Time of games do finish quicker, but there's something special about those longer games. It was always up and down. Anything could happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's very mixed opinions, honestly.
I do love me a comeback.
I do love comebacks, man. Oh, good feeling.
Well, let's see. It's going to be a retake at pistols. Shane just gets obliterated, somehow survives. Just barely. They have to retreat. NCX, though, will use the dualies to find the opening on the map. 5 versus 4. Player advantage for the Viperio's retake. Very low players. But a headshot is a headshot. MGMT falls as Nong holds a very unconventional angle with the Glock. Dexy with the second. The bullets are not connecting. Dexy finds the second, and now Lake with 1 bullet. He got team damaged and lost. 7-6.
Beautiful execute.
Strange pistol round. I gotta say, I don't know what the setup was there for Viperio.
Neither do I, and that's the way Belfast wanted to start that. They needed that pistol round. They can now focus on getting this conversion. We'll see a bit of a mix buy coming in from Viperio, but This should be, you know what,
Fine.
three Mac 10s, an AK. Okay, so an AK just in case things go awry, but I want to see Devi start farming some more cash here, 14 and 9. Let's see if he can get some more.
MGT wants to prioritize the AWP, that's why he is saving 1200 for the next round. But let's see Minimal, volleyed off, flash.
Oh, beautiful.
The first two players were blinded, but not the third, as Nexi gets the kill, and yeah, they're just farming.
Textbook.
Kind of classic.
Yeah.
I think they should try to save this MP9 and 5.7 actually.
Yeah, they've not. No, they do got armor, so I can see that as also a bonus as well. So if anyone comes their way, they'll obviously finish them off. But yeah, textbook,
What do you mean by
execute.
that?
Sorry, well, just it's better to save the armor, isn't it? You know, just save some money.
That's not what
So-
I'm asking.
Huh?
So, never mind, never mind.
you
We're
doing?
moving on.
You little tease, man.
7-all as Belfast Storm are looking in a prime position to take the lead again following the next round when they will have the economical advantage.
A little bait and switch here, and Nung is ready for it.
Gets
They
both.
both fall. Not able to save then.
Impeccable. And I gotta ask, is this the moment where Viperio might have to consider a tactical timeout?
Yet to see attack come out. I mean, this would be a pretty crucial stage. Maybe take attack to discuss that next gun round coming in.
Or maybe after this round.
Or after this
Either
round.
it is,
It's how they feel, but I like that. Shane, I'm now a big fan of you, my friend. You got a Zeus. I want to see what you can do with it.
Let's see if the God of Thunder can help them in
Please.
this eco as... what's the setup going to be for the CTs?
Yeah, just stacking up again.
4 players B and 1 mid.
Yeah, Belfast has chosen the right side again. Looks like they're going to send Nong in first with that MP9. Clear things out. Finnery as well on the opposite side.
Oh my god,
Ooh.
minimal.
Hello.
Very good headshot.
See, yep, they activated. We've actually got some players here to put a bit of pressure and
Another
slow
deagle.
them down.
And now they're going to get smoked off. It's going to be way harder to find those angles for the headshots as they haven't even retrieved the MAC-10. That's
No,
interesting.
they haven't.
Look at the
Ooh,
HE's
the
double
HE
double
nades!
kill!
Kobe.
Stopped them instead. And ooh, nice headshot with the USB, but
Oh.
Devi swings around and gets
Okay.
2 kills and an assist.
Looks like they were about to do a little something there. They were face to face right there at the end. And Belfast, they take the lead once again. So good start from them. But this is the round that matters. We got MGMT, like you said, saving that money. Does get him that AWP now. And will we see attack maybe just to slow things back down? Because we got a bit of momentum building up on Belfast. 3 rounds, obviously. And it
You
doesn't
might need
look-
to after this round if it doesn't go
no
in your
attack.
favor.
Okay, fair enough.
Well, it's the first actual gun round. They're
True,
not that
true,
far
true.
behind, so maybe I can understand it why. But look at this control of mid is happening right away as we got NCX actually. They're forced away
Wait, that's a good
very
name.
fast. I thought they were gonna fight for more control in mid, but doesn't seem
Miss
to
Red
be the
Room
case.
Smoke.
Minimal. This could be a one and done position.
That was risky.
HE's flying only Minimal to take significant amount of damage so far on either of the two teams. And we're waiting. Look at the rotation all the way through T-base. They're joining up, and Minimal gathers
This
with
could
the
be
team. They're gonna spot the first one, and they're gonna win the duel 1-for-1. Devi gets the trade with the MAC-10 from all the way back in T-spawn. Somehow Minimal loses 2 teammates. He's gonna lose his
Wow.
life, and that's gonna be Belfast Storm winning the 9th. If well, MGMT and NCX should
They have to
100%
save. NCX has got to do bodyguard duty and make sure this AWP does not fall to Belfast. And yeah, Viperio going for a little B ramp aggression, get some intel, proves faithful. Yeah, it just does not go well. And they've suffered the consequences as Belfast continue their win streak at the moment on this T side. I did talk about it. It is the favorite side for Ancient, and we're seeing
And they are
just
the
that
favorite
why.
team.
And they are the favorite team, higher seeded. They are quote-unquote expected to win. Viperio put up a good fight so far, but this first gun round not going their way.
I feel like Viperio had a game plan, which was take control of mid. They got flashed once, and they all retreated, giving away
Yeah.
all of the early commitments they made in the round, which was very nicely punished by Belfast. But again, it was just a flash that pushed Viperio back so early, and that's not the way.
They also
you
had the
want to
missed
commit to it.
red room smack as well that they could have potentially played with, but
So they had
as you
double
said,
chances.
2 chances there, but singular flashbang just scares them away. So
Yeah, we talked a bit before we went live about the dangers or the fear or the potential of playing differently when you're on LAN, and this might be the case of that, right? When you're online, you get flashed, it doesn't matter. You tuck in, you turn around, you spray the smoke, you maybe get a kill. When you're on LAN, you know, you get flashed, you get killed. It's quite embarrassing.
There's higher stakes on LAN. I mean, you would know. I have no experience, so I would trust your word more than mine.
You could imagine there's higher
I can
stakes.
imagine it.
Yeah,
I can just imagine it mentally.
Another slow approach, but oh my goodness. Minimal is about to, well, smoke. Okay, the smoke is good because he was about to spot 4 players.
Meet his doom, but the smoke does allow him to stay alive for a little longer, and it actually does push them away. It looks like Belfast want to look towards mid. As that MGMT, they had a little boost towards that ramp, and he's disengaged as this is actually very well timed.
It's NCX finding the kill.
Yeah.
And MGMT gets headshotted only down to 65, so still very healthy. He eats an HE, but look at Minimal.
There it is,
the 5-7 kill. And this is going to be Belfast taking control of A main. But player advantage. They're retreating.
Finui.
Lake is still here, though.
He's the activation card into this round for Belfast. He hears all of this, and he's calling this over to his teammates. He's got to be careful because Lake has taken deep ramp.
But Lake is way too deep now. Are they going to clear the corner?
This is huge.
That's the question. Lake gets the first headshot right away. It doesn't matter. They cleared. He just completely obliterates Nong. And Viperio don't lose a single player in what was a half buy.
Yeah, insane. That's the 5-7 for you. You get yourself in the right position for it. This is what it does. Complete magic. Beautiful stuff from him.
Even on slow motion, it looked very fast.
And yeah, in a round where they had basically no footing, they still around, and now they do cut that little round streak that Belfast had, and they recovered what?
A lot of money.
2 AKs as well. That's huge.
Yeah,
so
and now both teams will have money to play for at least another couple more gun rounds, keeping it entertained.
Exactly that.
They're giving away mid again. The HEs are flying in. Shane is going to have a gap. Can he find a headshot? Oh, the smoke.
Oy, oy. He's lucky to get away there, honestly.
But he gets the kill. And he stands his ground. He's got to find something else. No, Finui just walks out the smoke.
2k.
Don't do that at home, ladies and gentlemen. That was not Shane's fault. Finui is the madman. Finds the kill. 6 kills up for him right now. Playing potentially the role of the sacrificial lamb for his team. That's why he had the confidence of going through the smoke.
We've seen this before.
It didn't work out the first time around.
There's actually less pressure here, though. Ooh, and the bomb is actually rotated at the most perfect time, and they'll catch literally nothing.
But they're gonna. Information is.
This is huge information for NCX.
Has to stay alive.
This round's on him.
Devi checks it again, but he dies. Wallbang right away. NCX wants to win the kill, but does not. Finui finds the second kill. This might be the round of light, but yeah, but Finui might hear this. He's still in Donut. He can hear sound cue. They cut the sound. The LAN environment is very loud, but the AWP is holding it. It's going to be an easy kill, but are you going to expect the second one? Minimal is there. It doesn't matter. Dexy just gets 2. And MGMT maybe should have waited for Minimal to complete the rotation. 2 players in Donut. He does have a molly. Going to throw it in. Not deep enough.
That's CT molly for you.
Yeah. Tries to isolate the duel, but it's basically impossible. Needs to clear the wide corner and the close corner. He can't do both at the same time. Stop it, finds the kill. And Belfast Storm maintain the lead of 2 rounds. And I gotta say, MGMT.
Literally what I was gonna say. Wait, couple more milliseconds for Minimal to complete that flank, and that's a 2v2. Obviously, you got the T's both in Donut, which is quite tricky to flush them out, especially with that new CT molly, which is absolutely horrendous in my opinion. But it would have made it, you know, a higher chance in that round. And now Viperio's fallen away in this game, but they still got a decent buy into this round. But that money, if they lose this, you could argue it's game over.
Look at the AWP. MGMT wants to make up for his mistakes last round and misses the shot. That's going to be Finui finding the second opening back-to-back rounds. Molly out. He wants to swing for more. Finui, he's feeling himself. Finding the 8th kill. The bomb's already being planted, and we might need to be looking at a save here.
You have to save. This bomb site is closed right now.
H is flying in for the gap, but they're going to help the AWP player maybe connect with a shot.
Wow. Dexy. Bit of a resurgence in these couple last rounds. Quite a few kills. This AWP proven quite productive for Belfast.
Shin, where is the tactical timeout?
I don't know. I don't know why any of these teams aren't calling attack. Viperio, I think they gotta slow it down. Belfast, they're feeling it right now. They're feeling confident, and just letting them get away with it. You have no way back in this game. Just slow the game down. Take a couple seconds to talk it over. You know, develop some sort of plan to counter this.
Shin?
Look at this. Oh no.
You don't need to take that. Lake is going to find a kill and save the AWP. But looking at the stats, right? Finui, bottom of the scoreboard, across the server, most impactful player in the last 2 rounds. It doesn't matter, he has 8 kills. Opened up the map twice. Last round got a couple, finishing it off. And that's the beauty of Counter-Strike. Numbers don't tell the full story.
Yeah, I think that's why it's important for the players not to get too worried when they press tab. At the end of the day, it's these impact frags, like you said, Dexy, sorry, not done much, but a couple of last rounds he's woken up, and that's going to, you know, make him more confident, get more into this game, and help Belfast close it out.
This is going to be now or never for Viperio. They need to find something here, and maybe changing up the tempo might be the correct choice. It doesn't seem to be the case. They're still slowing down. The AWP already posted up on the box. Don't give Dexy the chance because he will take it.
Like, decides to double up here with Shane. No, he's got timing!
And
oh no.
They might not expect another player
Shane's
to
been
be
playing here for quite a bit.
It's gonna swing. The molly's there. He's not in time. Gets the first kill. Yes, he can.
And he
Second one. Is he gonna be there? Jumps on top, but Finui finds the headshot on the flying player. Now the molly pushing long back. He still has a gap in the smoke swing, but loses the duel. 3 versus 3. The action continues. The AWP of Dexy still very much up in play. You need to smoke him off. You do not have it. They smoke up cave instead. Finui and Dexy lining them up, and that's gonna be 4 map points for Belfast Storm as Viperio's economy is crumbling.
Yeah, and here we go. The double up, and we missed a little wallbang headshot there from Dexy, once again chiming in. Are we going to get that infamous timeout?
No, too late now, I guess.
Too late now. They
I think
had
the
their
mental
chances. They're distraught here. Look at this. Only 1 round on the CT side. Belfast, complete domination. And I don't want to say it's too early, but I think we're looking at the final round of this game. Shane.
Opening, Dexy finds his 13th kill on the board. Now he's going to miss a wild shot, but he doesn't get instantly punished for it as they're going to smoke him the angle off and try to retreat. MGT spraying with the M4A1. Doesn't connect with any bullets, but some HE damage dealt to the Belfast Storm side.
Yeah, 5 versus 4. Viperio with a man disadvantage on the CT side. They might need to double up here somewhere and just try and get a bit of aggression and map control away from the T's, because right now...
Where is MGT watching CT?
Where is he?
He was literally staring at CT spawn.
Oh dear.
Anyway.
Oh, what an entry.
And CX will trade it, but this is more fake than anything else, and it's going to have to be minimal finding the kill onto Devi. AWP, no, it's actually an AK-47, sorry, versus MP9. What a headshot. Plays that with patience, with very much calmness, and now NCX wants to rotate. Finui is not going to spot that, so maybe this donut infiltration might catch the T's by surprise.
He has a good timing. But that CT smoke does slow down MGMT a little bit. There we go.
Needs to get another one. They need to do it now. Nice flash out. MGMT is onto site. AWP misses the shot. They can't the boost. No, stop. It finds the first. And now 1 versus 3. Up to put the final nail in the coffin. 13-8 as Belfast Storm remain undefeated in this group stage.
What a beautiful performance. Clearly carrying over that performance from UKIC Div 1. 13-8 on this map. 13-9 previously on Mirage. They're the highest seeded team for a reason, you know.
Yeah.
So.
And defeating the 9 seed team, it means that you are kind of solidifying the top 8 teams that are the favorites might make it to the upper bracket as predicted. And I gotta ask you, Shin, what do you think the main problem was there for Viperio? Something that they can go back, look at, learn, and maybe change for the next coming games?
I think they just got lost in that game, honestly. I think in games like that, we did talk about tactical timeouts. They're there for a reason. They're there to slow down the game and just to regain focus, which you can clearly see by the end of that. They just look like headless chickens running around, personally. So I think if they take it back to the drawing board, because once again, 13-8 is a bad scoreline, but then you look at that CT side, 1 round.
Yeah,
it's not the best.
And of course, the pistol approach, the defense wasn't what we're come to expect. Of course, fighting into the Glocks in the close quarters that B-bomb side has is not ideal, but just completely giving the site away was rather strange.
It was rather strange. These retakes, not really providing anything, and it goes to show Belfast, they're well studied on most of these maps, and they're continuing this domination against the Viperio Academy. Yeah,
and now looking at the individuals, we got to be honest, on the side of Belfast, there were multiple players racking up bigger and bigger numbers, whereas on the side of Viperio, I wouldn't say there was someone that really impressed me.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was having a look at the kills towards the end of the game. Belfast practically had equal numbers. You could just see each individual chiming in, each having pretty much equal impact. Only Devi, I think, was at the top. But, yeah, I mean, that Viperio team didn't see a lot on that CT side, so it's a bit sad to see, honestly, especially how well they did in that first half.
They will need to bounce back for this. Of course, 2 wins and 1 loss, it's not the whole story. Still a lot of games to play for. If you can win all of the remaining 4 games you have, you're still going to make it to the upper bracket. Who knows? The third time might be the charm if they face Belfast Met again.
Yeah, I think that's the wonderful thing about these best of ones. Obviously, anything can happen, and it's not the end of the road for Viperio. So if they just regroup, refocus, it's not the end of the world for them. So they can continue on and potentially sneak their way into that upper bracket. You never know. Anything can happen.
Indeed. And that's going to be the end of the third round. Do you have any predictions looking at Belfast Storm? Do you think they are a team that can make it all the way, maybe contesting for a top 4 in this tournament?
I mean, it would be something.
They are the 5th seed.
They are the 5th seed, so they're obviously, in and around that area. I mean, if they can keep up performances like this, potentially, but obviously you do have other players. You got 8 Sins, Alaska, all of these other teams that are popping off at the moment. So are they on the level of them? I don't know, but I think results like this, you just got to take it 1 game at a time. So we'll see if they can continue like that.
Of course, not being upset in a best of 1 is very, very important, as that's going to be, I believe, at the end for us for now. We're going to be having a quick break, but we will return with the rest of the best of 1s for the EPIC44 group stage. See you in a bit.
See you in a bit.